Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. I've been looking forward to this show for a very long time. This is one of my dearest, most wonderful, amazing, handsome friends on the planet, the one and only David Davis. He's here to share his journey. He'll tell us about the quote below and why that's important and what that means. But he's got a lot to say, and I'm excited to hear it. Welcome, my sweet, handsome friend. How are you today?
Thank you, Teddy Bear. I'm excellent. That was quite a build-up that I have to live up to now.
I put a lot of thought into it. It was easy. Rolled right off the tongue.
You want me to talk a lot? You know that's not me. I can't talk a lot.
Oh my God! Yes, so I'm counting on you talking a lot.
I'm very shy.
So we met here at Citrus Club, where I'm filming right now, and hit it off immediately. He has this giant big heart, and I thought, wow, this is a great person to have on the show to kind of share his journey and just have a good time. So without further ado, David, I told you before we went live that the audience loves an origin story. So let's start there. Give us a little 411 on you.
An origin story. Okay, I'm glad you enunciated that time, because the first time I was very, very taken aback.
Woo! Champagne help.
I had one already. Yes, and by the way, he's a very bad influence. Cheers.
Cheers. Of course I am.
Okay, well, I'll be 50 next month, so it's a...
Oh, you are a baby. You look great. Great skin, everything.
I'm a Sag. So I'll have to condense this. I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. I was born and brought up in Massachusetts. I was there until I was 40. And then I had just about enough of the snow.
Oh, yeah.
I don't miss it at all. I miss the foliage, but not the snow.
Yeah.
So my husband and I moved to, I'm gay, by the way. My husband and I moved to Florida in 2015.
Fact. I didn't know.
I know. And I didn't want you to find out this way.
It's an exclusive right here on the TED Show.
Seriously. You're welcome, America. We moved here in 2015 and... been loving it for the most part ever since. I'm super happy right now though, because I wait all year for this kind of weather.
Been beautiful.
Oh my God, it's perfect. And walk outside.
So what did you do from age 0 to 40? When you moved down here, what were you doing?
He's like, you thought you could just skip right by that?
Yeah, I'm not going to go 0 to 40 and then just ignore it. Oop, you froze a little. So while he's frozen. There he is.
Did not graduate high school. You froze for a minute, so I'm not sure what that's going to do, but almost did not graduate high school. My grades were that poor. I was also
not interested in school.
I hated school. I hate structured learning. I love to learn about things, but I hate being told to learn about things.
Understood.
Like, if I find something interesting, I want to do the research myself and figure it out. I don't know what I did before the internet.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh my God, we had those totally.
Amen.
I forgot about encyclopedias. I was a huge smartass. I know that.
Again,
I know.
Exclusive here on
you are finding out so many new things about me today, Ted.
I really am.
I wasn't a bad kid. I was just fresh. So let's see. Did not go to college. Started working right after high school, of course, in retail. Did that for several years. And then I was in hotel management for a good long while, actually up until 2011, when I joined JetBlue.
Awesome.
They are awesome. That was an amazing job. I was a stewardess, and then I was a flight attendant supervisor.
Ooh.
So I worked on the ground and managed 92 people that flew for a living.
Wow.
It was a great job. And then I actually went to customer support and was a supervisor there. Then they offered early retirement, which I took. And I ended up at the Citrus Club. Well, so what they did was they offered what they call a rule of 60. So if your years of service and your age equaled 60 years old, you are eligible. And they took great care of us. Every time you do that, I feel like I have to do it too.
It's like Pavlov's dog. It's a trigger.
It's like a monkey see, monkey do.
So what was that like when you retired?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I had no plans.
How old were you when you retired?
I was 48.
So still in your 40s, yeah.
Yeah. And I volunteer. I'm a guardian ad litem. I have things that, keep me busy. I work with kids. And it just, I wasn't busy. There were no people. There was no one to talk to. I wanted a job, but I didn't want a stressful job.
Sure.
So I decided I would work alongside Ted Bogert every day.
God bless you. What a saint.
Oh, God did bless me with you. And I worked there for about a year and a couple of months. Awesome, beautiful place, beautiful people. But I was working myself a little too hard. I worked in 2 departments at the club, plus I have a part-time job from home. So I recently accepted another position.
That's right. What are you going to be?
That will be my only gig.
What is your job? I'm fascinated.
My new job is guest services supervisor for the Simon Company, and that's a property management company. And I will be stationed at the Florida Mall.
Fantastic.
Which is daunting because you have to know like if someone comes in and says, if I just happen to be walking through and someone says, where's Skechers store? I have to be able to say, well, we no longer have a Skechers store, but if you go to Macy's aisle 2, they I have to know
it.
And that's a big mall.
The fact that there's still malls, I love it. I mean, I grew up on malls. I worked at the Fashion Square Mall, which is long gone.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Theater. Yeah, so I love the concept of a mall.
Same.
Florida Mall, that's huge.
It's like its own city. But it's funny
about that though, the transition to that. I know it's starting soon. Is it something that, because of the type of job and the interaction and the ever changing, is attractive to you? What's attractive about a position like that?
I'd have to be very honest. I was applying for basically anything and everything for a while. And I wasn't sure if I wanted the job. When I met the woman that I'd be working for, I was like, oh, I could totally work with this lady. She was funny and cool and just really sweet. And she told me about, the actual job. It doesn't sound like I'll be bored for one moment. No. And guest services, I mean, that's just what I do. That's what I've always done my whole life.
So well.
Thank you. You're so much more than a guest now, though.
Oh, I know. And that's the blessing of this kind of stuff. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know.
Absolutely. Well, that's the other thing. Yeah, I really met some awesome people at Citrus Club.
We have some good ones, really good ones.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Talk to me a little bit about how long have you been with your husband? Tell us about your husband.
So we met day 1 of JetBlue training.
Amazing.
So that was March 2nd. Couple of days later, we had our first date, and we were engaged on April 2nd.
Wow.
That is correct. And
that was a match made in heaven then. That was meant to be.
I wasn't willing to let this one slip away. And I didn't, everyone says, oh, you asked him to marry you? I told him that he's marrying me. Like, legit. I grabbed him by the collar and I was like, I got to spit this out. So then we got married that December. Small wedding, our parents, our siblings, whatever. And so by the time we got married, we had not known each other for a year.
Wow.
Didn't know we existed, but almost 15 years later, and
that's
to celebrate next month. Yeah, it was, and we look like an unlikely couple. I don't know how to explain that, but we really get along so well. He's a wonderful guy. So yeah, next month we're married for 14 years, but then in March we're together 15 years.
Unbelievable. That's right. So you're always going to be 1 year off, which is great.
Exactly.
You don't have to count your stuff. Tell me about, did you have a support system growing up? Did you have a support system? And then when you got married, did you have good family support, friend support?
Well, those are definitely two different things. When I first came out, it's difficult growing up gay, just because you're a minority in your own family. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily that they made me feel that way, because they didn't know. I hadn't told them. I mean, no one fell off their rocking chairs when I did tell them. But by the time my wedding rolled around, God, yeah. I mean, and especially with Lee, my husband, everyone basically said, well, you better marry him or we're going to marry him.
Yeah.
They loved it. But the first couple of years, my brother wasn't down with it. My mother wasn't really down with it at first. Of course, I did the soft sell at first.
Oh, you did? What was that?
For those of you who can relate, I told my mother I was bisexual.
Oh,
and she started to cry.
Into it.
Yeah, I tried. And she started to cry, and I was like, oh, old woman, wait till I tell you the whole truth. You better save those tears for later.
Is that as hard to do as, is it difficult to do? Like, it's so interesting to me, because as a straight man, there was no announcing I'm a straight man.
Correct.
And so when I talk to my LGBTQ plus friends, they had to make a decision to say something, which to me is such an interesting action that you have to take. Was it difficult for you? Was it painful?
It was very, very scary.
Scary.
And it seems so silly now to think this way, but I thought I was going to lose all my friends. I thought I was going to lose my entire family, and I lost no one. Absolutely no one.
Hallelujah. That's
and
awesome.
Exactly. I'm very lucky. And, my parents were, this is kind of in the same vein. My parents were divorced when I was, I believe, 2 years old. They both got remarried, and the four of them became the best of friends. I mean, they would have overnights together. So Thanksgiving was always, I've been very blessed. Thanksgiving was always comfortable. When I came out to my father, may he rest in peace, he sent me a I'm proud of you card in the mail the next day. I think actually what he said to me when I told him was, thank God you finally said it. I thought I was going to have to tell you that you were gay.
I've heard that from some parents. He
was probably holding on to that line for years. Like,
he really was, I bet.
Would you hurry up? I've got a great comeback. But yeah, no, it was really scary.
It's scary, right? So
it's scary also when you say it, then that makes it real. So now it's like, okay, I'm not only gay, I'm out. How do I live as an openly gay man? Which seems like it would be an easy transition, but it wasn't.
Well,
I figured it out.
Well, I think though, and tell me if it was your experience too. I've done a lot of shows LGBTQ friendly, and obviously I'm an ally. This isn't what this show is about, but I'm always interested on the when you do come out and now it's out and about, what happens next? Like, did things immediately change? Are you feeling so comfortable that you just tell everybody who comes by, the lady in the store, the dry cleaner? What's that process like?
It's a different journey for everybody, but once I came out, I waited till after high school because it was a different world back then. I got the freedom rings. I got my ears pierced. I was super obnoxious about it. Like, I'd be walking through the mall, like really gaying it up, just waiting for, which really doesn't take much effort, but waiting for someone to give me that look, that disapproving look, so that I could turn around and say, yeah, excuse me. Like, I really did it the wrong way. And also, I was, full disclosure, I didn't matter who you were. If you were a male, I will date you. I will, do risky things. Because, for 18 years, I dated girls, and, I kind of felt like a kid in a candy store. But I think a lot of people go through that phase, and then you just kind of you calm down. It's very non-fulfilling. It's lonely.
Well, nobody wants to stay in that kind of anger or that kind of, not really anger. I don't know how to describe it, but I know what you mean. You don't want to stay in that all the time. It is anger. Okay.
Yeah. Well. I mean, it was like going through life like this with a very defensive posture, and that's exhausting. And I think that's where a lot of my anxiety came from. I mean, I've always been very, very anxious, even as a child.
Let's talk about that, because before we went live, you said you wanted to talk about anxiety. Tell me why.
Anybody who has it, I mean, who truly has it, we all get anxious, we all get stressed, of course, but it's very debilitating, and it makes it because you feel like you're dying. You know, your heart is pounding out of your chest. You're trying to reach for your pills, which is embarrassing too. I've actually had one once when I was talking to you, Ted. Had nothing to do with you, but I was like with trembling hands, taking a pill, like laughing, trying to once you see it once, you recognize it. Yes. And I hate taking pills. I hate that I have to take pills for the rest of my life. It makes me angry. It makes me feel less than a lot of the time. But I always try to remember, okay, well, what do you do when you have a headache? You take a pill. If you're diabetic, you have to take insulin. It's a mental illness like any other illness, and it is what it is. But I can go 6 months without feeling panicky. And then there are other times where it's a month solid of just any little noise. I'm jumpy. My circumstances.
I had to learn, Stacy has anxiety, which she's talked about before, but I had to learn, because I don't like of that type. So for her, something she'd say, like, I'm anxious. I'd be like, okay, what happened? Tell me what happened. Did something happen? Is there, like, in my mind, there's a trigger.
Of course.
And she says, well, I don't know. So as the fixer, I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? What can I do? How do I fix it? What do you want me to do? And she's like, you can't do anything. I couldn't even tell you what. I could guess maybe what sparked it, but I can't tell you exactly, so.
Most of the time it has nothing to do with outliers, with circumstances. And Lee does the same thing, because literally out of nowhere I'll go, and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, shut up. And I have done that before. It's not nice, but he knows all right, I'll shut up. But he knows when I need to be followed out of a room, if I have to jump up and just put myself someplace else. Right. It's taken him almost 15 years to know exactly what I need when I need it. And like you love Stacy, so you want to make it better for her. And it's frustrating that you cannot. There's nothing you can do. And as the spouse, I can't even imagine how hard that must be.
It's just, it's just hard watching somebody you love go through it and then not be able to rationalize through it. Like when I'm upset or anxious, something caused it. Like I know the cause or the root of it, or I know that happened, so that pissed me off. So now I'm in this mood. It's not like that with anxiety.
Correct. Yeah. I get angry with it a lot because my circumstances are lovely at the time. There's no reason for stress. Bills are paid. The sun is shining, whatever. And all of a sudden I'm having trouble breathing and my hands are going numb. And I'm like, well, what the hell? Who would you rather trade places with? Get yourself together. But it's got nothing to do with that. It's a chemical thing.
Yeah, and I like to talk about this because there's so many people who are anxious and then don't have the wherewithal. It hasn't been diagnosed, or they haven't identified it as chemical. They're still thinking there's a cause. There's something going on, or why am I different? Why is everybody else not stressed out like I am? And so it's always good to have the conversations, because I think there's a lot of people out there who have absolutely no idea, and they don't feel alone when we talk about these things.
So, I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, there are so many people that deal with it. So if you do, guys, please feel free to reach out to me. Unfortunately, there are so many people that totally get it.
Yes. So reach out. Don't ever feel like you're alone.
Absolutely.
All right. As we wrap up, we have a quote scrolling across the bottom there. Tell us what the quote is and what it means and where it's from.
So this quote is from my very favorite movie in the entire world. It's The Wizard of Oz, guys. Ted knows this. I have this water bottle I used to drink out of work, and it's like should be banned. But a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others. I actually have this sentiment tattooed on my left thigh with the Tin Man from the movie. Oh, I love that tattoo. For me, feeling loved is the most important thing in my life. If I can make someone happy, if I can make someone's day, or if I can, if someone tells me like, you really helped me today, thank you. I had one person tell me, I never forgot this. I could never have a bad day with you around.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get emotional right now. That is the most amazing compliment ever, because I have so many bad days. And if I can be that for somebody else, it's just amazing. But yeah, so it's from that movie. And obviously he didn't have a heart. The wizard gave him a heart. Right. But the wizard's point was, listen, I can give you this all day long, every day, all day, every day, but you've always had a heart because you're loved.
Yes. It's a beautiful quote. And I do want to second that, or at least confirm that you could never have a bad day around here when you were here. So it's definitely, you have a gift. I think people are drawn to that. It's like a light, people are looking for that light because there's so much crap that goes on in our worlds. And so I love that about you. And I love that you love that about yourself and that you love to hear that, because it's true. It's absolutely true. So whoever told you that is spot on. I would walk in, I'd be like, oh, good. And then we would do our little double entendre conversations, and I would be laughing. And how are you going to be in a bad mood around David? And that's
poor Ted. Poor Ted couldn't even go to the bathroom without me saying something as he walked by my desk.
And you know what? It makes you smile. It makes you laugh. The conversation does. And I think that is such a gift that you have. And so kudos to you for that.
Well, as ditto, because I think that's why we were drawn to each other immediately.
Yeah. I love that. All right, David, where can they best find you and learn more about you?
I'll be posting. So if you guys want to friend me on Instagram, I am DD in Davenport, or on Facebook, I accept all. No politics, please. David Rosenthal Davis is my name on Facebook.
I love it.
And my OnlyFans is, I'm kidding. I don't have it. I'm kidding.
I actually almost said that. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to reveal that to anybody. That would be another Ted Bogert exclusive.
You froze. Wait, you froze. What did you say?
I said, I almost thought about saying that. And I said, no, I won't do that, even though it would be another Ted Bogert exclusive if you shared that with us. You're an absolute joy. I love you. I love you. I miss you here. But we have a real friendship, and I'm so thankful and grateful for that. Yes. Me too. And cheers to you.
Cheers to you, my friend. I love you.
Don't feel like you're alone, like David said. If you want to reach out to David, we will absolutely be there for you and guide you to where you need to get, because there's lots of services and people that you can talk to. And so anyway, you're a blessing, my friend. Loved having you on the TED Show. And you guys, we love you too. Have a great day.